Hey lovelies, thanks for joining me for this haul today. I thought I would just quickly share my Sydney Grace Christmas in July haul, other than of course the mystery bags that I got. If you haven't seen that video, I'll make sure to have that one linked down below. But I did snag 3 of the mystery bags, and I did decide to shop on one more day of the sale, the day that I think it was like basically everything but single eyeshadows were 30% off, 35% off. You know what? I think it was like 30%, and then the day of or the day before the brand bumped it up like 5%, whatever it was. I'm sure I'll put it here, but it totally like pushed me over the edge. I was like, oh, another 5%. That's a really good deal. Like, I gotta do it. And there were a couple things that I've been looking at getting, one in particular, and I just finally did it. I just finally did it. So I'm just gonna share with you this little mini haul. I am going to use one of the palettes today to create an eye look with you so we can see what we think. And right now I just have some pretty basic makeup on because I thought I would also finish out the look with a couple things that I got in my mystery bag. So we're going to get into this. I'm excited to share with you what I got. But if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, and if you love Sydney Grace as much as I do, then don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, I'm gonna zoom you in and we can see what I purchased. All right, so those of you that know me are probably wondering, Kelly, did you get any cream shadows? And yes, I did. I did pick up 3 of the cream shadows. I'm gonna swatch these out for you. We have the Deep Love. Let's go ahead and put that one on first. I think this is the darkest of the 3 that I got. So there's the Deep Love right there. That is really pretty. It's like a very deep, almost like burgundy, but like muted. This is gonna be really great for fall. Honestly, I was thinking it would be a really great base for a fall burgundy smoky eye, like something that just has that like sweater weather vibe, if you know what I'm saying. So the next one that I got, which actually would probably go really well with this, is Cranberry Streusel. Again, I must have just been in like, I must have been anticipating fall. I also was trying to get, you know, shades that I don't currently have anything like in my collection. Ooh, this one is pretty. You can see how Cranberry Streusel is a little bit brighter. It's definitely more reflective, but it just has almost like a silvery, it's a little bit more cool toned. So I think, I mean, those two together would just be gorgeous. You could buff out the deeper one first, and then you could like tap a little bit of the lighter one on over the top. So pretty. Oh, and then I couldn't resist. I had to get the new shade that Sydney Grace put out. I think there was only one cream shadow that was a new one. I saw that they were discontinuing a few, which makes me wonder. I know I was talking to a few people in the comments on my Sydney Grace cream shadow swatch video where I swatched all of my collection. People were a little disappointed to see that they were like being discontinued, and or kind of like, why didn't they let us know? I would have picked one up. And I'm just wondering if it maybe is a supply chain issue. I think that there are a lot of companies that are having like issues getting certain pigments that they're used to being able to get. I'm not really sure. Maybe they're doing like a little reformulation or something, because a couple people are like, that's a really popular one. Why are they getting rid of it? And like, maybe they just aren't able to get the product anymore. But anyway, so the new shade is Sunset Glow. I did wear this yesterday. I'm kicking myself for not getting a picture of this one, but I will definitely have to do something on Instagram soon so that you can see this on the eyes. If you didn't get this one and you're going to be, you know, placing an order for whatever reason, or, you know, when the Black Friday sale comes around, I highly recommend this one. So this is Sunset Glow. And oh, it's just, it's picking up so close to my skin tones. So I'm trying to see if the camera will pick this one up. But this one, maybe you can see it a little better on the finger. There we go. So this is a almost, I would go ahead and call it a duochrome, because it has like a pinky peach base with a gold reflect to it. Ooh, that is so pretty. By the way, I still have the swatch of the Cranberry Streusel shade on my finger too, if you want to see that one. So these are so great. I will say that because of the finish of Sunset Glow, if you have highly textured eyelids, you might not love this one, just because that shimmery finish, it's not sparkly, it's not glittery at all, but it is so like, you know, just like glistening. It's so shimmery and foiled that will pick up texture a little bit more. And I do think you really want to make sure to take your brush and smooth this out quickly. I mean, You can see here, it's not chunky or anything, but I did notice when I put it on the eyelid, just because of that duochromatic finish, you could see little, you know, little imperfections on the eyelids, but it was a gorgeous shade. Yesterday I wore that with Makeup Geek Chickadee, and that was it, and a little brown eyeliner, and it was stunning. So highly recommend. I cannot wait to try these other shades as well. Okay, now let's get into the palettes that I purchased. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to let you know that I did purchase one of the Mountain Trail palettes. I am going to just very carefully open this one up to show you. I am not keeping this one for myself because I already have all of these shades. I'm just going to keep the cover over the top here. I already have all of these shades. I bought the bundle in, I think it was Black Friday 2020. So I have this, but I love this, and everyone seemed to be excited that it was being brought back. So I wanted to grab this one to be able to put into a giveaway for one of you. I am very quickly coming up on 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. So I will be doing a little giveaway at 3,000. So make sure you are subscribed if you would like a chance to be able to get this. I do have to say, I also did pick up an extra of Sunset Glow that will be going into that giveaway as well. So again, make sure you're subscribed. That one will be coming at 3,000 subscribers. I just saw that everyone was really excited about this. I love greens. I love the shades in that bundle. So I wanted to pick one up for one of you, but I don't need it. And I have two other palettes here that I didn't need, let's face it, but I really wanted to get. So I have been, I don't know why, but I have wanted the Coffee Talk palette since it launched. Was that last Christmas in July? I was like, oh, I really want to get that one, but it was like, I don't even know. I think I just did the mystery bag deals last year. I can't even remember, but there just wasn't another day that I was like, I don't want to do an order just to get that palette. It seems kind of silly. I didn't order anything on Black Friday, I don't think. So I was like, okay, I'm just waiting. So now was the chance for me to get it. I did go ahead and pick this up in the light version. Now, while I am definitely drawn to a good neutral palette, I actually picked this up to be able to put into my makeup kit because at almost every single, especially bridal event, I am pulling out Natasha Denona Glam almost every single time, probably every single time. But here's the thing. So that palette to me is just a little bit more cool toned than this in a lot of ways. And also, I have to be honest, the shimmers just aren't as shimmy as what you get from Sydney Grace. They just aren't. So I thought that this would be a good one to be able to put into that kit. I'm not going to swatch this one out because this one has been around a long time. I do really love that Sydney Grace does their palettes in both a light and deep version. And the next one that I got, I did go ahead and get in the deep version. It's the one we're going to use today, and it is the California Coast palette. I just couldn't resist. Did I need this? No. I would love to actually look. Oh no, this is actually going to be pretty good. This isn't, I feel like you don't really need this. I mean, I didn't need it at all, but I was like, oh, I just hope this isn't like a lot of the singles that I already have from Sydney Grace, and it's not. I think this has a little bit of warm rosiness to it, and I really like that. I think that the lighter version of this almost leaned a little bit more taupey purple, which, you know, sort of makes sense, but I think that when you get into deeper versions, especially for people who are purchasing the deep version because they have a deeper skin tone, sometimes those taupey purple shades can come up looking kind of chalky. So I think that this one is just a bit warmer, and there's only a couple shades in here that are different, but I do think that this just speaks to me a little bit more. And this is the one we're going to use today. I'm hoping that I can do something that kind of goes with what I'm wearing today. I did do the whole thing where you like get ready. I had planned out this video, and then I ended up changing my shirt because the skirt and the shirt weren't going together. Anyway, you probably don't care about that, but I was like, oh, okay, well now I've got this like kind of like mustardy yellow shirt on. We're gonna make this work. So I am really excited to try this one out. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do some swatches for you, and then we're gonna put this on my face. All right, starting from my wrist, here we have Half Moon Bay. This is a very beautiful rosy tone. We have Laguna, Glass Beach, which I think is also very pretty. Butterfly Beach, this is the one that is kind of that like cooler taupey shade. So that just isn't something that I wear a lot of, but I do know that a lot of people like that. Then we have Malibu, La Jolla Shores. I like this because it's an off black. And then we have Big Sur. This is an amazing shade. Santa Cruz, and then Carmel Beach. So I think that there's a nice array of tones. This is going to be a fun one to work with. All right, now for the really fun part. Let's go ahead and play. So right off the bat, I know I really want to use this Big Sur shade. That shade was so pretty, so I know that I'm for sure going to pull that one in. Other than that, we'll just have to see. I'm not going to go and do anything too dramatic. I'm just going to kind of keep it simple, but I wanted to try out a few of these shades. I know that I love Sydney Grace quality, so I doubt that, you know, I doubt that I'm going to have any shockers here. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and like do a little music, and you can hang out. If I do have anything to like add, I will let you know. I just wanted to show you this one in action if you were thinking that you'd like to get it at some point, maybe Black Friday. Now, as of the time that I'm filming this, the light palette is out of stock right now, but the deep palette, which is the one I'm using today, is available. But I would have a feeling that it will be restocked if it was a popular palette. I'm hoping so, fingers crossed, but the deep one is available right now. Okay, I have to say I really, really like this palette. Before we keep going, I just want to say I do love this palette. It's very beautiful. You do have to be into deeper looks though, because there isn't a light matte in this palette. Like even Laguna, which is the one that I put on first, you know, I mean, you can blur it out. At first I did have it kind of blurred out and I was like, okay, this is like a good medium transition shade. But if you pack it on at all, it gets pretty deep. And that's one thing that I will say about all of the mattes that I used. Well, okay, the 3 mattes that I use, they're all very, very pigmented, which of course is, you know, it's Sydney Grace. That's going to be the way it goes. But that Lohea shade, whew, yeah, that one, while it's not a black, it's a very saturated, you know, like off black. So buyer beware and user beware. I did have to go back through. I took like a little Q-tip with some Bioderma and like had to like clean up that situation because it was starting to go places that I did not want it to go. I was like, oh, I put a little too much on there. So I cleaned that up a little bit, but I was able to use, let's see, Big Sur, which is what's all over my lid. Totally stunning. Like, love this shade. And then I did just work a little bit of that Santa Cruz shade underneath the lash line. Now for me, there is not really a highlight shade within this palette for like inner corner or something like that. That's not a big deal because I'll just use the highlight that I'm going to put on my face, which is the one that I got in my mystery bag. So why don't we just go ahead and do that really quick. This is all the things that I got in my mystery bags. Well, all of the like magnetic pans. So what I thought I would do, and I think I'm gonna put the highlight on first and then the blush over the top because I don't want to be overly highlighty, but this is that Deep Devotion shade that I got. I think I'm gonna use this on the inner corner, and then I'm also gonna use it as my highlight today. So let's go ahead and grab a little brush. So I'm just gonna take this little Real Techniques accent brush. Y'all, I need to wash makeup brushes tonight. It is going down. It is going down tonight. So I'm just kind of like grabbing whatever I have left. And this shade, I mean, this shade too is not like super light. I did do swatches of this in my mystery bag video, but this I think will work for what we need today. It is lighter than, you know, what we have on, but it's not like overly glowy and bright, which is another reason why I think I just want to use it underneath the blush to almost make the blush like a little bit radiant. Yeah, that just gave a little bit of a pop. Okay, so what are we gonna use to highlight with? We're gonna take a KJH and Spectrum 03 brush. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on first. So I think that I said this in that video, in the mystery bag video, but I feel like these Sydney Grace highlighters are really close to like the eyeshadow formula. So they get very, very, very shiny fast, and you know, so a little goes a long way. And I don't want, because this is such a dark shade, I don't want it to actually like recess my cheeks. So I just need to put a little bit on for that like glow. Yeah, because if I go to the side, like I already feel like, I put a little too much on. Can you see that? So I always talk about this, like if you get a really metallic highlight and it's too dark for your skin, even sometimes if it's not too dark for your skin, it will like, it'll actually make it look flat. Dang it. Okay, let's just buff this out a little bit. I got a little carried away as I was chatting. It's fine. We're gonna put blush over the top of it anyway, so I don't really care. So I'm gonna go through with the shade Belle of Georgia. Now I did get this in my mystery bag, but it was something that I already had. So this is actually the one that I had from before. And it's just a nice light, you know, peachy shade. Pretty. And this will be fine just to go right over the top. It'll just give like a little luminosity underneath that blush. Honestly, I have not really been wearing a lot of highlighter lately. Like if I have, it's just been a subtle cream, unless I'm trying to use something in my collection. Like, okay, I really need to pull this out, but it just hasn't been my vibe lately. And let's face it, in the summertime, we're all getting a little glowy anyway. All right, that is the look. And by the way, if you were curious about what's on my face, all I have on is my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder and a smidge of concealer under the eyes. So that's all I had on. Oh, I did throw on the original Haus Labs bronzer because I have shades 3 and 5 in the Yummy Skin, and I actually kind of did 3 here, 5 on the outside, and then I was like, oh, I need just a little more bronze, so I just threw on some of that Haus Labs. But other than that, I don't really have anything else on, and I really like the way that that Yummy Skin balm looks. I'm telling you, you just can't use a lot of it. It just got such mixed reviews, and I do really like it. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some mascara, and we can chat about this little haul. All right, lovelies, I really do. I love this look. I think it is so pretty. I mean, honestly, sometimes I'm like, other than like special single shades, why am I even buying anything other than Sydney Grace? I'm not gonna lie, because I just can't think of a time that I was like disappointed in a Sydney Grace eyeshadow. I just can't. So this palette included, I do really like this California Coast palette. I hope that getting to see me apply today was helpful for you. Again, this is the deep version. I'm hoping that both versions will be available again at some point. I would think that there would be a restock if they were really popular. They should hopefully be coming back again. And you know, there will be another deal on Black Friday. And who knows, maybe Sydney Grace will have another sale before then. But let's face it, like, oh my gosh, it is the middle of August already. I cannot believe that. So I obviously did not use the Coffee Talk palette today, but I feel like this one's been around for long enough that you've probably seen content on it. If you do want to see me use this one, or you want to know my thoughts on it, let me know down below. I will go ahead and, you know, maybe try it out in the next few weeks, and it'll come up in a favorites and fails. Who knows? And again, make sure you're subscribed if you do want a chance to get that Mountain Trail palette and the, what was this one? The Sunset Glow Cream. I really do like that one. I'm sure you'll see that on my Fache at some point. But anyway, I am excited that I just got to sit down and share my Sydney Grace Christmas in July haul with you. Again, I will have my mystery bags linked down below if you are curious to see what I got in further detail. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. It really means so much to me that you take some time out of your day to spend it with me, and I will see you really soon.